We're out here in the bush just looking for our logs to cut down to inoculate with our wood dowels. So we wanted to do a quick video on what to look for when it comes to finding the perfect species, the perfect logs suitable to inoculate. All right, so today we're probably going to be harvesting some birch trees. This one we're looking for something that's 4 to 6 inches in diameter. It can go up to 8 inches. And we're just checking the trunk for any signs of other mushrooms, any signs of diseases, because if there's competing fungi in it, the likeliness of the dowels that we inoculate it with taking are lower. So this tree, we did a good look. We didn't see any mushrooms on it, which is a good sign. So this is a good example of a tree that we wouldn't want to harvest from. You can see the mushrooms all over it. Fomitopsis betulina. It's actually a good medicinal species. But again, that species now, the mycelium is throughout the wood and would be competing with our wood dowels from the species that we would like to grow. Okay, so while Ivan is harvesting here, some of the other species that are suitable for inoculating with mushroom dowels are oaks, maple, other species of birch. If you're inoculating with oysters, they're a little bit less specific, so you can use a broader range of species like poplar. But those three, maple, oak, birch, as well alders, but alders are often not large enough, so they won't be suitable to use. So we've just cut this down now, and it looks really nice and healthy inside. There's no signs of discoloration, which can be an obvious sign that there's already another fungus that's colonized the wood and that the birch would have been, or the tree would have been on its way out. So unfortunately when that happens, it means it's better to reject that tree and even though you've cut it, keep it for firewood or whatever, and move on to another one. But this one is good. We're going to keep this guy and cut the rest of the tree into 3 and 4 foot lengths. So our logs are going to be, like I said, 4 to 6 inches in diameter. Those are the ones we're selecting. And then you cut it in either 3 to 4 foot lengths, depending on what you think you can handle carrying. So we managed to cut 6 logs from that one tree that we think are a suitable size, and there was a little bit left over for firewood too. And I just wanted to point out that we have a stump left here that we can actually also plug with some dowels, or if you have like a spent mushroom kit or like a spawn kit you can buy also for just to layer on top there and cover with a paper bag or with like a tree cookie from the same tree. So today it's March 19th and we decided to cut our logs now as spring is just coming really quickly this year. Now that we've cut our logs, we don't have our dowels yet. We usually wait about a week before we plug our logs in after we cut them, up to about 3 weeks. We don't want to wait much longer than 3 weeks after having cut the logs, because they all start to dry out, and again, they can become colonized by other competitive fungi. So we'll wait about a week and we'll have our dowels next week and we'll be able to plug them then. In the meantime, we're going to keep them stored either where we cut them, if it's close to where you plan on growing them out, so just in the bush under the shade. If you have a north side of your property, that's a north side of your house, under the shade in a moist area. Anything to keep these guys from drying out, so away from a big draft, buried under the snow. Those are all good storage places until you're ready to inoculate them. And this is where we're storing our logs in the meantime, underneath our tree that we've been growing out the shiitake oak logs.